What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'm going to show you how to create a sketch illustration of Princess Peach from Super Mario. Let's begin today's lesson by sketching a straight line coming down the center of our page. We're going to start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way towards the bottom. Now you don't want to go too dark because we'll eventually erase these out. This is a guideline to help us with the symmetry of our drawing. Let's go back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. And this will be the eye line. I'm just going to sit the eyes below this line. Now from here I start blocking out the basic facial features. Now I like to start with the eyes. Let's start by adding a gap in between the eyes. From the center point, let's step over towards the left. Sketch a line coming all the way down towards the bottom. Now I want to take this distance over towards the right side and do the same thing. Just bring that all the way down towards the same height. Now from here, we're going to create a box around the eyes. Let's step down, sketch another line going across from left to right, across the bottom edge of the eyes. Now from here, we're going to step all the way out, draw another line coming straight down. Let's take this distance over towards the right and do the same thing. Now I'm going to draw the eyes inside this box. From that inside corner on the bottom right, let's step up, curve the eye going up and then out towards the top line. Let's line this up over on the right, doing the same thing, going up and then out. Now from the top, we're just going to bend the eyes coming out and then down towards the top corners of the eyelid. Now from here, we're going to curve the eye coming all the way down towards that bottom line, round this out, and just pull that up towards the inside. Now I'm going to draw two ovals inside the eyes, but we're going to tuck this up underneath the eyelid. So start in the center at the very top of this curve, come all the way down towards the bottom. And I just want to leave a gap along the bottom of the eye, and just pull that back up underneath along the inside. Let's move over and just line this up on the right, coming down, round at the bottom, and then pull that back up towards the top. Now we're going to come back and add some more detail after we blocked in the rest of the face. From this line, we're going to step down, draw another line going all the way across from left to right, across the bottom edge of the nose. Now from this point, just going to angle the nose, going up and out towards the left and right with a short angled line. From the tip of the nose, let's step down, draw another line going across the mouth. Now from these 2 points, we're going to step up, we're going to curve the mouth, coming down and then back up. Now from that mouth line, I'm going to step down, just mark off the chin with another straight line. Now from the outside of the eye, we're going to step out and draw another line going all the way down towards the bottom. Let's extend that up towards the top, to right about there. Again, taking that same distance over on the right side and doing the same thing. Now from these two top points, we're going to angle the head, coming down and in towards the nose line to this point on the bottom. Do the same thing on the right. And then from the jaw, we're just going to angle the head, coming down and then in towards that center point. And now we're going to layer the hair on top of the head. From the center point, let's step down. Just going to curve the hair, going out toward the left and go up. And do the same thing on the right. Let's go up and bend that in towards the top. Let's go to the left side. I'm just going to curve the hair, coming down across the corner of the eye and then bend that up. Let's line this up over on the right and do the same thing, coming down, and then we'll bend that up. Now from the end, we're going to come in, pull that up along the side. Now it's going to curl this up and just tuck that in along the top left side. Do the same thing on the right, stepping over, going up, come down, and then out. Let's add a small curl along the top, coming down and up, and we'll just tuck that in along the side. Now let's go back to the side of the head, step out, just gonna add a curl, coming down, and just tucking that in behind the jaw. Let's go back up to the top, we're gonna add a curl, coming down and then up along the side. Then it's down and then up underneath the head. Now I'm going to add the basic shape of the crown along the top. Let's start from the top of this curve. Start with a straight line, going up on either side. Let's connect the top with a curve coming down and then up. I'm just going to draw on the back side, almost like drawing an oval along the top of the crown. Now from here we draw an oval, going down and up for that gemstone. Now that we have our basic rough sketch, we're going to go in and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now that we have our clean drawing, let's go back and refine the shape of the head. We're going to start by rounding out the jaw. I'm going to take out that sharp point. Just pull this up. And just come in towards the chin. Now we're also going to round out the tip of the chin. Let's go up above the eyes and add a guideline for the eyebrows. Going in and then down. Now along the inside of the iris, we're just going to trace this out for the pupil. Going all the way around, just adding a smaller oval. Let's add a small highlight circle on the top right side of the pupils. And go ahead and lightly darken up the inside of the pupil, going around that highlight. Now we're just going to add a little bit of texture to that center piece of hair. Just pulling this up and out, and just adding some layers going around, and also modifying the shape a little bit. So we're just going to flatten off the top, and work our way around. And then from the top, we're just going to work our way out towards the side. Again, just adding some loose texture. Also going from the side and up. Now I'm going to add a little bit more detail to the crown. Adding a bit of shape in the middle. Just going to make that gemstone a little bit larger. Add some stones along the side. Let's add a little bit of rough texture and detail inside the crown. Now I'm going to go ahead and start adding some detail and contrast to our drawing. And I always like to start with the eyes. So start with the eyelid, just darkening this up. Just working our way towards the outside. Also adding some thickness to the eyelid. As we come down towards the bottom of the eye, I'm just going to fade this out. Also adding some lashes along the side. Just pulling these short lines going up and out, and going a little bit longer on the corners, and then just working our way across towards the top of the eye. And I can also use the side edge of a pencil to add a little bit more darker texture. Getting a little bit more fill. Then going back and adding a bit more detail. just going to trace out the iris. And the pupil. Now if you want to avoid smudging your drawing from your hand, you can use a separate piece of paper underneath. I'm just going to darken up the pupil, again going around that highlight. And then we'll also darken up the inside of the iris, going a little bit darker along the top. And I'm just going to fade that down to create a little bit of a glare. Also going a little bit darker along the outside and fading that in. And we're going to use a side edge of our pencil to darken up the eyebrows and then fade that out. And we'll go back in with the tip of our pencil and add a little bit more fine detail. Just add a little bit of shadow across the bottom edge of the nose. And the nose is going to cast a bit of shadow coming down at an angle towards the bottom left, towards the mouth, and just fade that out. Let's go back up and add some shadow on the left side. And come down, just blend that down. I'm just going to darken up the center edge of the mouth first before adding in the lips. We'll move up, just trace out the top lip. And we'll darken that up. Just add in the lower lip, coming down. Now I'm going to go back to the side edge of our pencil and add some texture to the hair. So we'll start with the left side. Now this is a great technique to add some dark shadows and a little bit of fill to the textures of the hair. Just lightly work our way across the right side. And then from the top, we're just going to bring this down. So again, just starting off a little bit darker along the top and fading that down across the hair. And go a little heavier on the left side to create that shadow. Just working our way out along the side. Now the centerpiece is going to cast a shadow over on the left. So we're going a little bit darker on the inside and then fading that out. Now just going back to the tip of our pencil and refining the detail of the hair and the head. Now let's add those earrings along the sides. So we're just going to draw a half circle just underneath that front layer of hair. So a little small highlight circle on the top. And we'll just add an even shade along the outside. I'm going to darken up the bottom to create a bit of a shadow. I don't want to get too detailed with the crown. I just want to get the right proportions and shape. So I'm going to start with the center. Add a couple highlight circles on the top. Just going to lightly shade that in. And to give it some shape, we're just going to add a little bit of a darker shadow along the bottom and the sides. I'm just going to add some loose swirls on the inside to give the impression of detail. Now as we get closer to the end, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Princess Peach. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And if you want to draw more characters like this, you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.